What is going on, guys, and welcome to a new little series I'm going to be starting on my channel. Now, I've been gone for a while. Yeah, I know, let's not get into that a bit too much right now because this is not really the video for it. Yeah, this is going to go well. It's been a while. So, as you can see on your screen, it is going to be Formula 1. I know I have done a little, I've done a video, and I said I was going to do more. Basically, I thought I'd start again because this one is going to be a little bit better, I think, because the last one, I kind of started it when Formula 1 come out. I was still kind of getting to grips with the game. Since then, put about 200 hours in, so, you know, a bit addicted, really addicted right now. But yes, it's going to be a little bit better. Obviously, the car design last time was awful. This time, I've actually designed an actual livery like on Photoshop, and I've modded it into the game. I will be doing the suits, as you can see on your screen right now. I won't be keeping these suits. The suits do change literally later on in the video, but I will be designing some race suits when I learn how, because at the minute I've not done it yet. I've designed a lot of cars, a lot of helmets, not really suits or anything like that. The pit crew, I'm leaving. There's no point me touching the pit crew because there's just not much need for it, really. But like I said, I know I have done a video on this before, but we're just going to leave that one there. It's just like just so it's there, really. We're not gonna talk about it much. We're just gonna move on from that. That never happened. But while I'm just going through this little bit of naming my team, obviously you can see what's going on through the screen. I will just say that yes, I am coming back now. I wouldn't say as full time as I was, where I was uploading daily, but I am going to be coming back to a certain point of uploading quite a few videos a week. And I am going to be returning back to Valorant. I think I said in my last video that I was like, I don't think I'll return to it. But I had a game of it the other day and I was just like, you know what? I've missed this. I've missed Valorant. So, you know what? Valorant will be coming back to the channel. So, for those of you that are potentially watching this and thinking this isn't Valorant, you know, I've subscribed for Valorant because that's where most of my audiences come from. Valorant will be coming when? I don't know. But I probably will be recording a Valorant video soon. But, yeah, so at the moment, the main videos you're going to be coming to the channel are Formula 1 and Valorant. But let's get straight into this Formula 1. I'll actually conversate. What am I talking about? I will actually... I've really forgotten the word. Communicate what's going on the screen if you don't know. And if you are just going to watch the video, you don't know a lot about Formula 1, I'll explain along the way. So there you go. So what I'm doing right now, I'm creating my team. Obviously, as you can see, I've just called it Temple Racing just before on a few pages before. Pages? What am I talking about? Help me, everyone. So, yes, I've called it that. Designed the car. As you can see, you'll see it in a minute. Obviously, what you're seeing on screen is not going to be the car. That obviously, hence why it's so blurry, because the textures haven't been properly loaded in. But I just shoved that on screen now. Same as the suit, same as the logo, same as everything. You'll see a new logo in the coming seconds, I think. Yeah, I went for Guan Yu Zhou as my team up. For those of you that know Formula 1, I normally go for like Mick Schumacher, Aitken, De Vries, but I thought, you know what, I'll go for a bit different this time. We'll go for Guan Yu Zhou because I don't normally choose him. But yeah, so I was like choosing him. As you can see, the colour orange that I chose there, a little bit of a hint for what the car maybe will look like. I'm going to be doing this at 100 difficulty as I'm showing you now on the screen. I'm going to be only doing 50 though, 50 race distance. I normally race 100 on my private, like on my things away from YouTube, but I thought to keep this reasonably fast pace, keep it at 50. As you can see, all of my stuff, my gameplay settings, and you'll see my assists in a second. Quick note, I am doing this on a controller. I don't race with a steering wheel. I do have a steering wheel, but it's not a great one. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to let this play out now because this bit's a bit of talky little business with good old Will Buxton. But I'm going to let this play through and you guys can see my answers and I'll explain them just after.
Hello folks and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out though as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. There's a rich history of that in Formula One too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team, though, is that while the team itself is new to Formula One, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel every team needs 2 drivers? But what was it that drew you to your teammate? No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat? How are you expecting the car to feel out on track? The other teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up? Overtaking is a key part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each? And finally, which of your...
Well, that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Hopefully a podium or two, maybe, yeah, no. Okay, so I thought I'd let that play out just in case you haven't seen this before, or if you have, then I'm sure you might have skipped it. But essentially, what that is it's a introduction to what your team's going to be, what facilities you're going to have. As I'll scroll across in a second, you'll see I've got Spec 1 on the chassis because I gave the chassis a good bit of word in there. I wanted to target the aero and the chassis because you get relatively decent upgrades through the season with the powertrain, with the engine supplier. So I thought I want to target the aero and the chassis just to get them good, and then, like I say, we're 4th best team. And the reason why I targeted Alfa Romeo, the reason why I targeted Alpha Tauri or Tauri, however it's said, is because if you say that, it actually puts you, the 4th best team just puts you behind them. If you say I'm going to have close races with Williams, you'll be above or below Williams. If you say Haas, you'll be below or above Haas or whatever. And basically, if you say Alfa Romeo, so you'll be above or below them. I said Alpha Tauri, and then sometimes you can go above Alpha Tauri depending on the other answers. But just on this one, we're just a little bit below them, which is okay because with a couple upgrades, we should be able to just nip above them. But yeah, so that's kind of all the admin done. As you can see what I'm doing on the screen now, I'm actually upgrading the car a little bit. I was a bit and ahhing of what to go for, but because we already got a bit in the chassis, I was like, I'll attack the aero, and that'll do. Right, so I think here is where it's going to be quickly flipping over, so you guys will see the new suits. Yeah, it's just literally one of the main suits in the game. Like I say, I still haven't made the suit yet. I almost mess up in a minute and I accidentally almost show you what the livery is going to look like before the car reveal, which is a big mistake of mine almost, but managed to just get out in time. But anyway, so as you can see, all of the other free agents, I'm kind of scoping out who could potentially be a dark horse for the future. At the moment, I'm happy with Zhou. Obviously, I'll be keeping him till around the mid-season anyway, because you can't really do anything until that. There's where I almost mess it up. I almost messed it up there. But here, I'm going to show you, I have a custom helmet in the game. I put it in. It's nothing, again, special. It's just something to, I guess, put me out of a unique feel instead of the drivers. But we're gonna advance ahead of time, and as I say, I was going back to the driver thing. Yeah, it's like a case of, I don't know if I'm going to be keeping Zhou. I'm happy with him for now. Obviously, I've done the first race already, which that will be next episode, which will be coming soon, reasonably. I've got a bit of editing to do for it to get it to the standard I want. But yeah, so I'm happy with him for now, keeping him to mid-season. We'll see how we go. But here we are. We're coming to the car reveal. As you can see, the logo in the background as well has changed. What did you guys think of that? It's nothing too fancy, but it's something simple. But now we're going to head into the car reveal. Please do let me know what you guys think of this. So there she is in all of her beauty. I'm actually quite happy with the livery. I'm just going to explain quickly. So essentially, with the Brawn livery, this is kind of like the attack I wanted to go with the livery and the logo and everything about the team, is that if you imagine the Brawn livery when it first come out, it was just a white car with black and neon yellow, neon green on it. And that was kind of it. There was no like mega design on the car. There was no huge sponsors until the end of the season when they got some good amount of like, notoriety on the track. But until then, they were kind of just like a track that had Bridgestone and Virgin Media on it. So that's kind of like the direction I wanted to go for. Obviously, I put the NHS sponsor on there because obviously the times we're going through right now, I'm a British guy. NHS deserves some love. Call them what you want, hate them, but they are doing their best. But anyway, so I thought I'd give them a bit of love. And as you can see, we've got Esso as a fuel sponsor because I believe most Formula One cars nowadays have a fuel sponsor. So I was like, Esso. Obviously, we've got the logo on there, and we've got YouTube on there because that's the site I'm posting to. So I was like, you know what, I'll give YouTube a bit of a heads up. And then obviously got the Honda down the bottom because they're orange supplier. So that's kind of like, it's just as simple as I wanted to go. Same sort of placement as the AlphaTauri where that is on their car. But yeah, that is kind of it with the livery. Like I think the colours are nice. I think the orange works well with the little dark grey, graphite grey with the white. I think it all works well, but it's not like it's not going to be like the best livery on the grid. I can promise you that now. But like I say, it's not also going to be the best livery we're going to have also going forward. Like, I do want to upgrade the liveries as season by season, if this does go season by season, because obviously currently right now, the Formula 1 season has ended, quite how many times for seasons in the past, 32 seconds. But yeah, the Formula 1 season has ended, so there's no Formula 1 on right now, so it's the best time to kind of start a series like this, and get sort of stuck into a bit of a custom series, or a fake series, I guess, in a way. But yeah, so like I say, if there is going to be many seasons of this, the car will get better, the car design will get better, but I wanted to go for something simple. But that is it for this episode. As you can see, we got Australia as the first weekend, as always, because I kind of was tempted to put it as Bahrain, because that's what's happening in real life, but I can't. I love Albert Park too much. So that is going to be it for the episode. This has been a bit of a rant, has been a bit of mumbly here and there, but you know what? It's my first episode back, so cut me some slack. And yeah, like I say, that's kind of all the admin done. I wanted to kind of leave it here, otherwise this episode was going to be way too long. If I put the qualifying and the race in this episode as well, it's going to probably be 30 minutes long. Because I don't even know how long the episode's going to be for the actual race, but I'll see if I can cut it down to about 15-20 minutes, but we'll see. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what sponsors I could potentially add to the car in the future. That would be really, really, really helpful. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one very soon.